But I'll show you Hmc.Lordjiyda, Rabbi T Messiah. I thought I should just, well, tell you what. I want people to invest, and I've showed a couple people ideas, and they said, yeah, sounds great, I will. But because of the shit that I've been enduring. See, today is day 4248, bottom line, which is a hallelujah day, a hallelujah moment. But yeah, so that's coming soon. But I'm going to talk about it right now, just to give an idea, because you could reach out to me in faith. Anybody who sees this video can reach out to me in faith in the comments and say, okay, I'm interested. Let's connect by email. Let's set up a confidentiality agreement. Then we can talk about something I was interested in, this kind of format. That's what this video is right here. Okay? As you see, projections are looking pretty good. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to tell you about any individual endeavor, but what I'm going to tell you about is formats of doing business. Maybe I'll tell you how many ideas I got according to that format. And I'm only going to introduce a couple. I'm not really going to go all out, and I'm not going to explain in great detail, but I'm just going to give some simple ideas of how much you can trust in looking into it. Maybe you'll see in my way of describing or whatever some great artistic ability, and you'll see that maybe I got a way of putting things across, or maybe you'll see that, behind all this there might be some real good idea, because that's what it really is. So because this is the world scene, I'm not trying to give away my intellectual property. Therefore, I am doing it this way. So if you look at my other videos, I explain how I can make $1 trillion. We're starting now, by the way. Excuse my voice. It's coming back. But basically, I have it in another one of my videos. Recent, one of the last 5 or so. But the way it works is I can make a product and sell it for $1, and I can sell 500 million each day. Now, if it was for a profit of 50 cents on the dollar, which is to suppose a 50-cent production cost per unit, then every day I can make $250 million. So basically, in 1 year, that's $90 billion. After 12 years, after 10 years, it's $900 billion. So one more year is 90, and then you got one more. So 12 years, that's more than $1 trillion profit. Supposing 50 cents on the dollar. When really production costs, when you come down to it, you look at comparative markets, we find that production cost is closer to 10 or 15 cents on the dollar. 10 or 15 cents per unit. So on the other side, if you sell this product to different retail outlets and they sell it for $2, then you're looking at realistically 500 million a day, easy, particularly because of the nature and the accessibility. See, that's the thing, distribution. That's where money's made, is distribution. So that's one format. Put that aside. Okay, now I got another format. Let's see if I can explain this. Never even tried to explain this to myself in the form of a format. Okay, so I've got a product that people can buy and they can purchase, and they can make money as well as convenience for themselves. So basically, it's like spreading wealth and convenience. So that's a huge. This is actually representing another idea of mine to be $1 trillion industry. So put that on the Hmc.Lordjiyda Rabbi T Messiah list as $2 trillion intellectual property. Okay, so people use this, and it's going to be worldwide, and it's going to be beneficial. It's green. The only thing that's not green about it, as with all things that humans do, is production. So if we can find some way or mimic or manipulate the design to be for ease of production with the same viability, then that's excellent, right? So at the same time, this is to actually both of these ideas are good for the earth at the end of the day. Like good for the earth, things we need done. Oh shoot. Okay, so moving on to another idea. I guess I'll just say this one flat out. What we need to do is we need to go to the Sahara, and we need to bag up all the sand. Bag up all the sand, put it in piles, okay, in stores, so we have like huge piles, pyramids, just huge pyramids of sand, okay? So we have it there in case we ever need to berm up any land. For example, Louisiana. So America could go over to the Sahara and say, hey, tell you what, why don't you pay us to get this blowing sand out of your face? And we just take those bags of sand back to America, berm up Louisiana, there you go. So anyways, aside from that, back to our regular programming. Let's talk about, okay, tell you what, I got an idea for a restaurant. Now, I even got a picture of it here. And I'm not going to tell you the full idea of it, but I'm going to tell you there's a name, and you might think the name is perverted, but it's really not, because there's other meanings to it. But at the end of the day, you're going to see what the special thing is, but not now. So without further ado, we're talking about Big Pussy Ice Cream Platter. A franchise like McDonald's, where there's a particular form of serving ice cream that is magnificent. It's excellent. So I'm not going to tell you about it here. It's so special. But at the same restaurant, we'll have all-day breakfast, or you can get a 2-egg sandwich. Okay, you can get it fried, scrambled, poached, or boiled, right? And you pay $3.50 for the sandwich. 2 eggs, toast. If you want to add cheese, 50 cents. If you want to add vegetables, 50 cents. If you want to add meat, 50 cents. So for $5, you get a 2-egg sandwich with meat, cheese, vegetables. Okay, at the same time, we're going to have like rotisserie chicken sandwiches. Nice, healthy food. We're probably not going to do any red meat or anything. So it'll be halal, kosher. We'll do some fish. Nice stuff, right? Stuff such as a big pussy would like to eat. So really, it's Big Pussy Ice Cream Platter, and then you'll have the name of the dish underneath it, so nobody gets perverted, right? Hmc.Lordjiyda, wrap my team aside. So, moving back to the conversation. Okay, let's see another form here. Okay, another form of doing business would be to create a website where, well, I'll tell you what. It's already a form that's done. This is just another way of doing it in a particular industry. So I'll just illuminate it as to say a web format where under a base name, okay, or a brand name, people can come and attach their product to the brand. Right? So everybody can see the brand, everybody knows the brand, everybody knows what they're looking for. So they can come and they search the brand, and they can search either the brand's version, or they can search, independent versions or indie versions. Right? So there's particular fields that can be done in. I probably got about 20 different ways to do that. And they're really good ideas. And what I'm saying it's already done in is you look at Amazon. Sort of like Amazon. Jeff Bezos. There's also Google. Making those guys like super rich, right? Amazon and eBay. So you come to Amazon because you're going to get what you're looking for. And when you look, you find a bunch of independents, a bunch of indies. So there's that format too. So there's also organizations with buy-ins. Okay, let's see here. I've got a product which I can make. As a matter of fact, I got 4. And we'll put them in 2 categories. One, we'll say base model sells for $2,700. And the other will say base model sells for $4,700. Okay? So basically, it's like this. The one that I can sell for $2,700, bottom line, the 2. One more popular than the other, but the other is in a larger industry. So one is more likely to be selected. Well, actually, the other might too. Because in both industries, the price ranges, and you're talking about a price of, say, $800 to $15,000, $20,000. Like, it's there. So for a base model to sell for $2,700, It's in the industry, right? Okay, so if I can produce it for $700, that's much it takes to cost to make it. Get all the products, put all the finish, $700. And I can sell it for $2,700 base model before tax. That means I'm making $2,000 profit on the product. So how much do I have to sell to make $1 million profit? I'll give you a second there. 1 million divided by 2,000 equals X, or X times 2,000 equals 1 million. Pause it. Ready? 500. 500 sales will get me $1 million profit. See? But it's really only a one-time investment to build it, though there's costs around getting that done. But it's a one-time investment to build it, and then after you build it, you're getting a return for that investment. But if you want to take only a profit of $1,300 on the first sale, you've put $700 back into the initial investment, you've put $700 towards the next build, right? So then the next build will give you a profit of $2,700, but you're investing $700 back. See, now if you invest an initial $20,000 into this business or $50,000 into this business, you're talking about a near instant success. $50,000, sell 500 in the first year, guaranteed, because you're talking about promotions, advertisings, demonstrations, fine finish, sales, sale avenue, or sales. What am I talking about? You're talking about exposure, and you're talking about everything you need for $50,000. And in a business like this, you're talking about made to order. So I don't need to spend my $50,000 on product. I just need to have enough to cover all my base materials and all my necessities, because then when somebody pays, they've already paid for the material. They've already paid for the product. Made to order. You get it in 1 week or 2 weeks. It's got to be shipped anyways. So we make it in 3 days. Right. So there's that. So then you look at the other. So realistically, okay, hold on this. And the one that I was talking about, which is more likely, unique. Okay, there's one that's more unique and there's one that's in a larger industry. But both have the same sales format. The one that's more unique, in 2018, a market which is like it, a side market to it, or this would be a side market to that, which could have even greater potential, sold 240,000 units in 2018 in America alone. So that means that if this was an instant success, 500 in the first year is easy, especially with the right advertising. $50,000. Okay, so that's 5 people investing $50,000 or investing $10,000, and for $10,000 investment, you will get in return continual royalty for the length of the company, 1% royalty on all sales. That's huge. It's $10 on 1,000. So if the product sells for $2,000 profit, you're getting $20. So if you sell 500 times 20 is what? 10,000. You get your money back in the first year. If in the second year we sell 2,000, you've made $40,000 that year for investing $10,000 once. So what other then I was going to say, in the larger ones, we're talking about a production cost. Okay, we double production cost, $1,400. What's $1,400 out of 47? $2,900 profit rather than $2,000. So one more. Let's see if I can come up with one more format that we've got here. Oh yeah, this is actually my favorite. This is easy once you get it going, because again, an investment will make distribution easy. And distribution is where you find your money, no matter what it is. It's distribution. So artistic production value. You create a story, and you create the story for animation. You can make it the same story. I have a few stories that can be made different ways. Not all stories can be made like that. I mean, some, I guess. But you make it animation. You make it anime, which is more like two-dimensional. CGI. Okay, so CGI animation, two-dimensional animation. You make a child cartoon version, or like a more cartoonish version. Then you make a video game. And you make a video game for all three. So I got a few stories which would be like hot, fire, super hot. And, oh yeah, I got one more bonus. One excellent business, which is motorcycles, which is the safest, best place to learn motorcycles, which you can do so you can ride a motorcycle like bomb crazy with all the stuff. All you need to do is bring in $300 for 1 hour. And there's deals for times. So that's at the end of the day. Because really it's $150 for half an hour. Anyways, Hmc.Lordjiyda, Rabbi T. Messiah. These are Turtle Lion Designs, 796 Star Industries, BK Industries, which is already in use. So 796 Star Industries. I got 1,000 brands. I got brands. I can keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. All right. Anyways, that's the production, presentation, projections of Hallelujah after a few little run-throughs. And what am I going to see? What else? Shale.